Friends, it's your boy Chris here, your wicked chef, CaribbeanPot.com, live and direct. Hey, today we're doing a little something with cornmeal dumplings to go with that. Remember that video we did, what, 2 days ago? Smoked herrings with that onion and scotch bonnet pepper and all kind of goodness was in there. We're going to be using that to go with these cornmeal dumplings. And look what I have here. Watch my boys floating up inside there, boiling away. Chris here at CaribbeanPot.com, guys. Let's take a look at the cookbook I'll be giving away in today's video. Yeah, guys, so we're down to book 4, the final book in the October giveaway. I've got that dough ball all set up and ready to go there. But this is it here. Superfoods, the 50 best foods for you. A beautifully illustrated book. For instance, celery. It shows you how to use celery. The nutrition facts of it, the practical tips, so many different things you can learn from this book. At the end of the video, I'll tell you guys how you guys can have this book shipped out to you as the winner. Let's see if we can quickly run through the ingredients we'll be using here today. Back here I've got half a cup of cornmeal, a teaspoon of sugar, a teaspoon of baking powder. I've got some ground cinnamon here, just a little pinch of that will add a nice little bang to this. All-purpose flour, 1 cup, and of course some lukewarm water. We're just going to create a sort of a dough with all of this. Now here's the thing, you're watching the sugar, you're watching the cinnamon and the baking powder, and I remember when I did the dumpling recipe using grated cassava, everyone was like, why you putting baking powder in there? Yeah, listen to me. How you guys do your thing, and I'm sure it works well for you all, is superb. Because when I'm cooking in the kitchen here, and not only am I trying to show you guys recipes out of the Caribbean, I'm also showing you the way that I know how to make it. And this is the way I know how to make it, and the way I've seen it made a few times before, as well as, I mean, you gotta mix things up a little bit now and then, right? So try it this way, and I'm sure you guys are gonna love it. I've got a nice big bowl here, and I've got my whisk. Just wondering if I can shift this over for you guys to see a little. And over there on the stove, I've got a pot of water boiling. I'm going to add some salt to that when it comes to a boil, but this is the setup here. So all I'm pretty much going to do is first empty that flour in there, the baking powder, sugar, that little pinch of cinnamon, and the cornmeal. Then all I'm going to do is, using my whisk, mix this all together. Now if you're wondering why we're not putting salt in here, the water we're going to be boiling these dumplings in, it's going to be salted water, so there's no need to add salt in here at this point. Now that everything is nicely incorporated, it's just a matter of drizzling in some water and starting to work it until we form a dough. Now remember, the water's got to be lukewarm water. I'm just going to drizzle in a little bit at a time. Start working it. The whole idea is to get an incorporated dough ball. So I'm just going to keep working it and adding water until we have a nice firm dough ball. I've switched over to my hands now, and make sure your hands are clean. And all I'm doing is working this dough ball, well, the dough, into a nice, well, not necessarily firm, but smooth dough ball. I dusted it with a little bit of flour to make the kneading easier. After it came into a dough ball, I kneaded it for 2 minutes. And now I'm just going to let it rest until the water comes to a boil, at which point we're going to salt our water, and then we're going to break this up and form some little dumplings. The water has come up to a boil now, so I'm just going to salt it with about a tablespoon or so of salt. And then we've got that dough ball here. We just got to break it up. So I'm just going to pinch off a piece this big. I'm just going to roll it. And you can shape these into spinners if you want. But actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shape it like the spinner, but then I'm going to hit them a karate chop down the center and sort of press them out. Press it out there. And this is a nice sized dumpling for me. You guys can make them bigger, you can make them smaller. Boom, into the pot. That's all you're doing. So I'm just going to go ahead, pinch these out, roll down the center like that, and then just shape it. and into the pot. All of the cornmeal dumplings are in the pot now. They're floating. They're starting to float. So which means when they start to float, it means they're almost done cooking. These things cook very fast. So anywhere from about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the size, of course. But anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes and they'll be fully cooked. I'm just going to flip them over a little bit, move them around. And once they start floating like that, as you just saw, it means they're fully cooked all the way through. 10 to 15 minutes and you're good to go. We're going to drain it. And I'll show you guys how to serve this up with that smoked herring we did the last video. In the comment section, I'll show you guys how to do a smoked herring to go with these wonderful, I can't wait. I love my country food, you know, cornmeal dumplings. These dumplings are fully cooked now. I got my slotted spoon. Just gonna fish them out of the pot here. I've got my nice little bowl waiting on the side. Boom, in there. Guys, if you want, you can just toss some olive oil in there and you're good to go. There's so many ways to enjoy this. You can put these in soups and stews. You can have it with stewed meats. So many different ways. I'm going to show you guys how I'm having it today. So there it is, guys, all dressed up and ready to go to my party. Yeah, I'm going to have some fun with this cornmeal dumpling with the smoked herring, all stewed, cook up with that onion and scotch bonnet pepper and all kind of lovely things. Remember, guys, these cornmeal dumplings could be used in various ways. Now to the cookbook. Superfoods, the best 50 foods for you. Guys, I want to get your feedback. I want you to tell me what you like about my channel, what you like about what I'm doing. Am I doing it good or what I can improve on? Leave me a comment in the comment section below and your name will be automatically entered to win this cookbook. One random person will be chosen from all those comments that we get to get this book shipped out to you. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com, your wicked chef. I have a wicked meal in front of me to go into. Hey guys, have a good one.